I don't really have the option of not having the operation because although it wouldn't happen immediately, things are not going to get better if I don't go ahead with this.
Operating on the face is always challenging. It is obviously the first thing that you see when you meet somebody. Good morning. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah, we're good, thank you.
So, we are obviously going to remove this tumour from the side of your face, and it's going to be quite an extensive resection.
Operating on people's faces is something that not all surgeons are comfortable doing, and it is part of the challenge of plastic surgery.
The first thing that comes into people's minds is cosmetic surgery, and I think that's a very common misconception with plastic surgery. The majority of my practice is dealing with cancer patients.
Okie dokie. So we're all good, right? We are all good.
Okay, we're starting. Yeah, I'm always slightly nervous about leaving anything behind, and if you're going to do an operation that's a big operation, there's no point going half-hearted on it.
It's important to remove the tumour in one piece so that we don't get tumour spillage. What can happen if you're operating and you cut through the tumour is that cells from that tumour can seed into the wound that you leave behind. So the worst thing that can happen in this operation is that we fail to remove all of the cancer. And to me, that is failure. So when you're drilling around the eye, there is always the risk of blindness. The drill is spinning at thousands of revolutions a minute. It's a very fast drill. Now that has pros and cons. It means it cuts through bone quite easily, hot knife through butter, but also if it slips, it cuts through anything else quite easily.
Stop. Any deeper here, you'll hit something important. Yeah. Careful, careful, careful.
Taking the tumour out is not a champagne moment. It's not time to go home and relax. It is a big step in the process, but there's still work to do.
The gold weight is going to sit inside the eyelid, like that, where it's going to allow the lid to form.
So we're through the skin, now into the fat. So choosing the thigh for the donor site, I know it's going to be more challenging than certain other donor sites may be. But for me, this is a block of tissue that I know is going to be an excellent fit for the reconstructive challenge that we have. What I'm finding is these perforating blood vessels are going through Paul's thigh muscles, and they're very small.
So when it's in the muscle, it's a lot more challenging, isn't it?
If any of these structures are damaged at any point, that's game over.
What time is it? Oh man, coming up to 2 hours. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Oh dear, oh dear.
Whenever I'm faced with a challenging situation, I block out everything that's around me. It's me against the dissection, and everything else fades away.
Right, that's that free.
So this is our flap, going to go on the head there,
Ah, very good. Perfect match.
almost like it was made to measure. This vessel is going to come under the skin and out just there. The reconstruction involves connecting the tissue to the head using an artery and a vein, and it's no different to a radiator. There's a pipe that goes in and a pipe that comes out, and they both have to work. If either of those blood vessels doesn't flow, the tissue will die, and we'll be back with a big hole in his head.
Right, let's get the microscope in, team. Let's just take that clamp off. Okay, so the vein is on. Vein on, team.
Vein on.
Right, that clamp off, and let's see if our join is working. The flap's on. Looks okay?
Yeah, not bad. So at the end of Paul's operation, there's a number of things that we don't know whether we've got the whole tumour out. I don't know whether I've made him blind during the operation until he wakes up.
Whenever I do a case such as this, there is still something in the back of my mind which says, is this patient still okay?
Come through?
Hello, yes.
How are things?
It's getting better day by day.
Yeah, the swelling certainly is reducing. Yeah, very good. Do you mind if I have a closer look?
Certainly not.
There's no way of getting a perfect result, but we have got an excellent result given the limitations of harvesting tissue from another body site.
As it sits, he's tumour-free, so we would not expect this to come back. I'm hopeful that outside of the cosmetics, he's got a perfectly good future ahead of him.
It's gone as per plan. The rate of improvement has been very good. I'm very confident that it will continue to go that way.
This is the best result we could have hoped for.
I'm going to continue the recovery, and eventually we'll be able to start travelling again.